Assalamu alaikum and good morning students. Let us come back to the third video of circles where we are explaining theorems, and in the last video we have seen theorem 10.8. It is angles subtended by arc at the center and at the remaining part of the circle. So what did we learn in this theorem 10.8? So theorem 10.8 states that, let me write one more time. Theorem 10.8 states that the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended at any point on the remaining part of the circle. So on the remaining part of the circle. So this is what we have studied, part of the circle. So I hope you remember this. Let me explain you one more time. Let us say this is a circle and you have an arc PQ. I am talking about the minor arc. Okay. So now this is the angle, this is center. What will be the angle subtended by this PQ? It will be joint center and PQ. This will be the angle. Let us say if it is 50 degrees, for example. Okay, the angle subtended by PQ at the center is 50 degrees. Now take any point on the circle. For example, I have taken this point. Now what is the angle subtended by PQ? Join these two lines, the 2 points to this new point. So what will be the angle? The angle will be the half of the angle subtended at the center. That means it will be 25 degrees. Is it clear? Now, okay. Using the same thing, let us see what happens if the arc if the points of the end points of the arc are the end points of its diameter. For example, this is center O, and let us say this is the diameter, and let me take it as x, and this is y, are the end points of the diameter. Now, is it an arc? XY, it is an arc passing through any other point arc. X or y is an arc. You take any point on the remaining part of the circle. So that means I have taken M here. Now, according to theorem 10.8, so anyway, what is the angle subtended by x and y at the center? So this is the angle. It is what? 180 degrees. Is it clear? Suppose I am drawing one more time. If it is a circle and this is a center, let us say a point A and point B is here. Okay, I am talking about the arc which is at the bottom or which is passing through C. ACB is the arc. Now, what is the angle subtended by this arc ACB at the center? What we used to do? We join the endpoints to the center, right? The same way, A you join it to center and B also you join it to center. And what is the angle here? It is 180 degrees. Now, you take any point on the remaining part of the circle. So, here remaining part, you take that point. So, let us say I have taken a point here. This is D. Now, what is the angle subtended by AB, by this arc AB at D? According to theorem 10.8, it will be half of this angle. That means it is 90 degrees. Is it clear, my dear students? Everyone, very important point. Suppose let us take a point here. Now what is the angle subtended by AB at F? Tell me, it is half of 180. So therefore this is also 90 degrees. Is it clear? Now let me take any point P over here. Now join these 2 points. According to this theorem, what is the angle subtended? It is half of the angle subtended at the center, 90 degrees. Are you able to sense any point or any concept over here? Okay, so that means the angle subtended in half of the circle, that means in a semicircle, is always, the angle subtended at any point will be 90 degrees. You take any point here, it will be 90 degrees. Anywhere here, it will be 90 degrees. And if you have doubt over here, you can check. This is also 90 degrees. Is it clear, my dear student? From the same 10.8, we can deduce the concept that the angle subtended at any point in the semicircle, that means the angle subtended by the diameter in any part of the semicircle is always 90 degrees. Is it clear, my dear students? That means now if I join x and if I join y, what will be the angle? It is 90 degrees, right? So in the same way, there can be another case. Let us see. I have drawn a circle. This is the center C. Understood? Now let me take 2 points M and N over here. Let us say these two are subtending an angle at the center C. So this is the angle. Let me say if this is how much? Let us say 100 degrees. Okay, the angle subtended is 100 degrees. Now according to theorem 10.8, the angle subtended at any point on the remaining part. What is the remaining part? It is here, in this case it is minor r. You take any point, for example R. Okay, let us join this point and now check. The angle subtended at this point will be 50 degrees. Is it clear? Students, this year you have the theorems. You have to understand the theorem. The proofs are not necessary for this year, for 2022 and 23 according to the CBSE rationalized syllabus. So I am not recalling you all the proofs of the remaining theorems. Okay, but anyway, this theorem you understood. There is first theorem 1, equal chords subtend equal angles at the center. Proof is necessary, and in the same way proof is also there for 10.8. Remaining theorems you don't have proof. Now do you understand the concept of this? The concept is, I am repeating one more time. The angle subtended by any arc at the center is double the angle subtended at any point on the remaining part of the circle, not on the arc. Okay, on the remaining part of the circle. So it is double. That means it will be half. Okay. So in the same from the same theorem, we can deduce one concept, that if the angle subtended by the diameter on the remaining part of the semicircle is always 90 degrees. That means the angle subtended at any point in a semicircle will always be 90 degrees. And in the same way, this is the third case. If the angle subtended is more than 90 degrees also, by following the theorem 10.8, it will be half of the angle subtended. So it will be half of the angle subtended at the center of the circle. I hope you understand. These theorems are very, very, very important for grade 10. So please focus, and please, after listening to this video, try to write notes. Okay? Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.